I hate the winter. Look at this. Yeah, this, you got some people stuck, understandably, because they didn't plow all night. Oh, what's this? Until right now. You can probably see them just around the corner there. Now, when I need to get to work, this is when they decide to block off the entire road with a plow. Because, why not, right? This place is a mess. Damn. We're going to start by showing this guy here. Now this is something I started building last week. Made some progress on it over the past few days, which is pretty nice, I think. It's all magnetized already. It's obviously completely unpainted, and these little roof pieces aren't actually glued down or anything yet, so I still gotta, I don't know, finish doing what I'm gonna do with that. What I wanted to try and do was like a corner doorway like that. Because you see in a lot of buildings, like I want to say like the bar in Jessica Jones, like that has like kind of a corner entry point instead of like just a door like that on the front of the building. So what I want to do is make this like almost like a bar setting, and then have that be like one of those kind of city stores where you would have to go up the stairs up to the second level to get to, you know, wherever the shop is. I'm thinking like a record shop or something. I don't know, something where I could put like cool like, I don't know, decorations on the side there, maybe like album covers or music posters or something like that. Similar to what I've done before. And then here for the bar, I could just put different things, like maybe a sign or whatever the case. I still got to figure out what I want to put up in the top there. I'd like to cut a light of some kind and just have it be able to like light up in here. But, you know, one thing at a time, I guess. And I also want to figure out how I'm going to get this piece to stay in, because right now I just kind of have it like leaned in there. So I don't know, you can see the back is not very well like cut, or it's not very flush at all. So, you know, one thing at a time, working on it. But windows and stuff are all cut. It's all magnetized. Like I said, I messed with the bricks a little bit. That piece right here is actually like window trim that I got from Lowe's. You can get like 4-foot sticks of different patterns like that. I've seen people use these before. I plan on putting another piece like across the front of the building to give it like a little bit of I don't know, just make it a little more uniform and scale wise. I'll get Cyclops here. Yeah, so you can see this is a big piece. It's gonna be pretty large when I'm done with it. But yeah, I don't know. Been watching a lot of the 2012 Ninja Turtles show, and there's a lot of cool like city buildings and stuff in there. This guy's never gonna stand. There we go. And I don't know, I just got inspired to try and build something like that. I've been building a lot of like Mortal Kombat dioramas and things lately, so it's nice to get back to something I'm a little bit more familiar with. Something else cool that I wanted to show. The way I do my windows, I usually trace like 3 inch by 4 inch holes, and then I like cut them out of the diorama. But it turns out that these things actually fit perfectly in there. Now these are like trading card plastic protectors. You can get these, and then you could like put little like trim around the edges of the plastic itself. What I like to do is I like to put a piece of tracing paper, I cut it to size, and then I put it inside there. So that way it would like capture light like I showed on that building up there. And usually these things fit pretty well in there. Like you can see there, I'm just laying it in. Like it's in there, you know. I'm gonna, like I say, I'm gonna trim up the window and decorate it a little bit, and then I'll be able to put it in there permanently. But yeah, just kind of a cool little like, well, now it's messed up, but just kind of a cool way to include a window in your diorama. Here's what I'm talking about, top loaders for trading cards or whatever. You can get a whole pack of these for like $4. So it's a lot of windows, a lot of good stuff you can do with your dioramas. I don't know, might be worth investing in if you're ever thinking about building like a city building of some kind. Here we go. Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine. This is the box. Yeah, right there, looking good. I guess this is some kind of a movie that's coming out. $20. It was at Walmart. There's actually another smaller one that was on clearance for $7, but I don't think it's quite the size I need. Even this one's like a little narrow, but from the side, it looks pretty good. Why did I get the Mystery Machine, I hear you ask? Well, I plan to repurpose it for the Ninja Turtles. If you look at it, this looks like it could be a good size for the Party Wagon. I don't know if the NECA ones are going to be maybe even a little out of scale. Like if you put it in there with the cartoon NECA figures, it seems like it could work scale-wise. It might be a little on the small side, but honestly, not enough to bother me. The Rebel Tech figures might actually be even a better scale for this, but I don't know, I just got it because I wanted to do a little project. Something kind of a little different, you know, and I'll wind up with a nice display piece at the end of this. So here's the whole thing, totally disassembled. Not completely disassembled, but about as disassembled as I'm willing to get it. I was thinking about popping like the bottom off and seeing if I can get the sides apart and everything, but honestly, that just seems like too much of a pain. You have to go through there and loosen all that stuff up, and it's just not what I'm gonna do. So everything else though, the back doors, the surfboards on the top, the you know, I guess all the little accessories and stuff that are on the top, that's all taken off. It's basically just all tiny little screws. So if you need, you basically need to use one of those little like glasses kits that they sell in the supermarket for like 97 cents. That's what I used. Worked really good. A frog tape, that's gonna help me. So when I'm painting, I'll just be able to like tape off what I don't want colored in, and haven't exactly settled on a color scheme for this guy yet, but also can't pop the windshield out without like unscrewing like the whole front, and I'm just not probably gonna do that, so I'll just tape it off and worry about that later. These gloves, by the way, they're from work. They have like the rubbery fingertips and palms and everything, so you can actually get that tiny little screwdriver to like twist. So yeah, moving on. A little bit of progress. This is just black spray paint with was it Mod Podge spray matte sealer. Not bad, not bad. I taped off the inside of the windows like that, and I taped off the windshield so that, you know, so it wouldn't just spray black over the windshield. So hopefully I'll be able to just remove that and it'll just be clear. And then the inside, actually, if we just pop the back open there, you can see the inside is still pretty much the same color as it was. I'm trying to do this with like one hand, so sorry. But actually, yeah, as I look at the windshield, it looks like the black didn't quite get on the plastic of the windshield, so that did its job. That's nice. I mean, it's not exactly super clean in there, but it doesn't really have to be. I'm just kind of looking to make a display piece. But yeah, little progress. Yeah, I got a little bit of a mess going. What are you gonna do? So here we go. This is the party wagon that I was working on. You can see, totally painted up. These yellow and like orange, red, whatever pieces are like little thin sheets of like foam, like craft foam. As is the thing on the front there, the little turtle shell. Here's the Rebel Tech turtles chilling in there. Well, I should say Michelangelo was having the time of his life. The rest are not. I took a couple pictures of these, put them on my Instagram. So really cool. I took Raphael and Michelangelo's legs off so that they could fit in there. You could probably fit them in there with the legs on, but I just, for the angle I was trying to get, it was just easier to work without them. So there's that. But I like how it came out. It's cool. I mean, it's party wagon. It's like reminiscent enough of the party wagon to me. And yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with it. What I'm not satisfied with, I don't know if you'll even be able to see this, but something happened on the back of my Rebel Tech Turtles shells. I don't know what the deal is, but it looks like they got like some kind of liquid on them that like ate at some of the paint. Donatello's got it the worst. Leonardo has it, but it's like the swords hide it. And the other two have it as well a little bit. I don't know what happened. Like, I've asked around, nobody has any like turtles with these issues like that, so I don't know, it's weird. I'm gonna have to like just repaint the shells. I had people ask if these were bootlegs as well, and I don't believe they are, because the research I did on the bootlegs, there's several notable differences between the authentic figures and the bootlegs. And yeah, so to me, these, as far as I'm aware, are the authentic figures. So yeah, I don't know, kind of a bummer, but a little bit of paint, I should be fine. I'm gonna take you for a ride. Oh, it's locked. That's right. Doing it a little different today. We got one of these gimmicks here that connects the phone to the heat vent, or the air conditioning vent as it is right now. Probably would be a lot more comfortable without my phone in the way of that, but I figured let's go for a ride. Let's try and get some things, because I'm gonna be out. I gotta buy cat food anyway, so let's see what I can't find. I can't imagine the action figure selection is gonna be great, but we'll look. Yes, yes. It's a good figure. This has been showing up around lately. Like, I don't know. I thought this was meant to be rare, but I've seen it a couple times now. Interesting. Well, so that was Target. Not much going on in there. There was that Wendy Richter figure that I know some people were having issues finding, but I'm seeing it pretty much every time I've gone to Target. So, like, I'm guessing that hardness to find is like a thing of the past now. Hell, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that's finding it, and everybody else is going to be jealous when they watch this video. Speaking of videos, I got an idea for something I was going to try and like iron out the details of. I got a lot of it written already, but it's going to be similar to that Batman video I made some time ago with like the history of the figures and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be kind of in line with that, but it's basically going to be looking at Ninja Turtles figures and like kind of determining which Ninja Turtles are the best ones. So I think it could be cool. Gives me a chance to showcase all these Ninja Turtles I've been buying all these years, and I just kind of give them a little bit of spotlight and letting the audience think which ones they might like the best. If you would watch that video, tell me in the comments, or better yet, just like this video, because I'm gonna start whoring for likes now. That's what's gonna happen on YouTube. Yeah. Anyway, I don't anticipate anything much happening at Walmart here when I get there, so well, you'll see yourself in a minute. Deserted. Wait until you see this sweet wrestling selection they got. Oh, look at them all. Started chewing gum because you wear this mask all day long, especially at work. The inside of your mask starts to smell like the freaking pizza you had for lunch, and that's not great. So, I don't know, just freshen things up a little bit. But yeah, that was Walmart. Not much going on in there, as you can see. They've been, especially like even since before the whole pandemic and everything, Walmart was really kind of lackluster on getting the figures. I don't know what the deal was there, but hey, you know. Moving on over here, we've got this kind of kit bash Lilandra figure. Now this is from some League of Legends figure that I saw Posable Productions on Instagram use it, and he credited somebody else with the design. I'll put their name on the screen. But yeah, I'm digging it. That's Namor's staff, but maybe gives Lilandra something a little bit more custom. But right now, yeah, this is the only Lilandra figure that we got. The head came with Mystique, so she needed a body. I've seen people use the Marvel Legends Silver Sable body, and I think that works okay, but this is a little bit more techy, I think, like a little bit more alien looking. So yeah, I dig it. A little more Shi'ar, gives Gladiator something to do. I will say I've had to use the red wax. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in there, but the if it'll focus, probably not. Well, the point is the peg doesn't actually fit inside the head, so you've got to use some wax or something to get it to stick there. But I don't know, overall I think it's kind of a cool display. I like her. I know I've shown this on my Instagram, but I don't know if I've showed YouTube. I built this little Xavier's Mansion type set for all my 90s X-Men. So I got the blue team and the gold team, as well as a couple alumni in there, and X Factor. Here, let me move this light so hopefully you can see a little better. There we go. But yeah, you got the X Factor members up here in the corner, Quicksilver, Forge, like 3 different multiple mans. And Havoc and Polaris in front. I'm really looking forward to that Strong Guy Build-A-Figure. I don't know how I'm going to fit him in here, but I'm excited. And after that, I think all we need is Wolfsbane to finish X Factor. So that'll be cool. Got a whole crew on the top there. Magneto's helmet in the back. Notable by his absence is Beast. He was standing in the back there reading a book, but I took him out because I have a custom head sculpt that I want to paint. One with a little bit more neutral expression, so he's not just like yelling all the time. But I just haven't done that yet, so the figure will be standing there. Got Colossus, Kitty Pryde, Nightcrawler, and Dazzler, just chumming it up like old friends do. Obviously, these are the regular Marvel versions. Nightcrawler and Dazzler would not be quite so friendly if this were the Ultimate Universe. Yeah, I'll let anybody that knows what they're talking about kind of have a giggle at that. Got Professor X, got Rogue and Gambit. Like, she's obviously just frustrated by him being all like up in her personal space like that. I forget whose hands these are. I want to say they're Danny Moonstar's hands, because Rogue originally comes with 2 fists, but I don't know, her body language is better expressed by open hands here, so I just went with that. And you got Jubilee and Wolverine, just kind of, this pretty much encompasses their whole relationship. He's just doing his thing, getting drunk. She's just being a teenager. I like it. And yeah, I know there wouldn't be any friggin' smartphones in the 90s, but when you've got characters that can travel through time, and you got Forge back there that can just build whatever he wants, just go with it. Yeah, you got some inner turmoil, of course. If you notice, Archangel kind of staring down at Psylocke, whose body language indicates that she's not having it. Like, they had an on and off thing for a number of years, so I'm guessing they're off right now. Yeah, I don't know. I like this, though. I think it's cool, and like I said, I have no idea what I'm going to do with Strong Guy when he comes out, and I'm looking forward to them eventually giving us a Wolfsbane for X Factor 2. We did get one in the New Mutants costume as an alternative Danny Moonstar, but yeah, it's the wrong costume, and honestly, the Wolfsbane I think is the weakest of the 3 figures that you can make from that body, so that's just me. And while we're talking X-Men, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the new Age of Apocalypse wave that just came out about a couple weeks ago. Solid first wave for the Age of Apocalypse. I say first wave because I know they got to do another wave of these. Like, there's no way you're going to get away with just releasing certain characters. Out the gate, I would say this is a solid, like, B out of, you know, if I'm giving it a letter grade, I'd say, like, it's a solid 8 out of 10 wave with a lot of potential to increase to, like, a 9 or even a 10 out of 10 wave. Well, what's that mean? Shouldn't the wave stand on its own merits? Yes, but these are the types of figures where the more characters you get from this universe, the better these are going to go. So, you know, while it's cool, you got Weapon X and Jean Grey, which is the, you know, Age of Apocalypse versions of Wolverine and Jean Grey. That you got the power couple right there. So they gave you that, which is nice. You got Sunfire, which is a really, really cool looking character. I'd argue that I actually like this look more than his Earth 616 regular standard Marvel counterpart. Dark Beast is an excellent figure. They did a lot of really cool stuff with him. But let's admit it, Wild Child is essentially worthless until they give us a Sabretooth. So, you know, he's kind of bringing the score down a little bit. And Morph, he's not a bad figure, but he's just not very exciting to me. Sugar Man, though, what a Build-A-Figure. Like, look at this guy. He's so menacing and gross. Oh, he's awesome. I love him. And then you've got X-Man, Nate Gray, who is the Age of Apocalypse equivalent to Cable. Except X-Man has not been infected with the techno-organic virus, which makes him, like, I don't know, several times more powerful than actual Cable, because he doesn't have to constantly use his power to keep the virus at bay. So, yeah. But, yeah, out the gate, solid wave. As I say, solid wave. As they make more characters from this universe, these are going to just be better and better and cooler to pose up. You need Cyclops, you need Sinister, you need Havoc, you need, I mean, we're getting Apocalypse, which is a must-have for the Age of Apocalypse, but you need Magneto, Rogue, Colossus, I think they may be able to do as a Build-A-Figure. I know Boog Nice suspects they're going to do another Holocaust, aka Nemesis, Build-A-Figure. That'd be cool to see. Yeah, lots of options. Gambit, Nightcrawler. Bring it on, Hasbro. I'm ready.